Views aren't leads or clients, therefore views don't matter. I learned this when I helped a business consultant generate 6 million views and he only made a couple of $1,000s from it. But here's the good news. You can go from 0 to 30K per month in revenue just with one video if you have the right strategy. All you have to do is learn how to get the attention of the right people who already want to buy what you have to sell. There are two methods you can apply to your organic content that will allow you to generate clients like crazy without getting millions of views or having more than 6,000 followers. Now, I know many coaches with 100K plus followers who are broke. Also, I know people who don't book any calls from multiple 100K views. That's because all of their followers and views are unqualified leads. They know how to get views, but have no clue how to get the views that matter from the people who want to buy what they sell. And there are already thousands and even hundreds of thousands of people who would love to buy what you have to sell if they only knew you existed. All they have to do is know that you exist. Do realize that your bank account number could go from 0 to 30K with only one video that gets 1 to 2K qualified views, which is nothing. All you need is a content strategy that only engages with your ICP, your ideal client profile. Then, at the end of the day, 90 qualified views of people who want to buy what you have to sell, who are interested in your offer, are way more valuable than 100K unqualified views. That's why you shouldn't chase views. You should chase the right views. Now let's go through the methods you can use to target the right people. Want to increase the quality of your viewers and leads? Stop giving motivational quotes or talking about what you like and start obsessing over your niche's problems and how to solve them. You're not selling motivation. If you are, go ahead, sell motivation. But start researching. If you're not, start researching what problems your ICP needs solved right now and make your content relatable. Make it relatable to their problems, to their dream outcomes. Make it actionable. Don't just try to sell to people. Actually give them value, which is the third thing. It's valuable, but it's also something that they can use to get the results and say, okay, this guy helped me for free. How much will he be able to help me if I pay him? And that's the moment when they're ready to buy. And also, your content needs to be specific. Don't talk about vague fluff stuff. No vague fluff stuff. Talk about specific dream outcomes your niche wants. And I will tell you in a second, how can you know what your niche wants? But want to know what separates a go-to expert from others? They know their audience better than they know themselves. If people who follow you think this guy gets me, you will become the only person that can help them. Understanding is what makes people heard. And being heard is what makes people trust you. And trust makes you the person people say yes to before they hear the offer. With enough trust and authority built, you can literally say, hey, want to buy my product? Want to buy my service? He'll be, yep, yes I do. We'll do. Want to know what's it about? No, I'm good. I know you're the guy. You're just the man because you're showing that you care more about them than you care about yourself, because you know how they talk, how they speak, how they think, what their dream outcomes are, what their pain points are, what their problems are, everything. And if you want to understand your audience, you need to do the identity investigation of your niche. Go to the description down below to follow along. So you will get this in the document in the description. And all you need to do is know your audience's identity, which is I am. And let's say, then you just fill this out. Okay, I am, this is my identity, an online coach. And then you say, okay, my pain is, I struggle with lead generation, unpredictable leads, etc. And then you say, my desires are, I want a reliable lead generation system, a predictable lead flow, etc. And then you say, okay, but I want this because this is my ultimate goal, to scale to 7 figures and beyond, generate leads while I sleep, become a go-to expert in my niche, etc. Okay. And then you say, okay, but I risk this. This is what I fear if I don't reach my goal. To be overtaken by a competitor who is less skilled than me but has more polished marketing systems, to be anxious, wondering where the next client will come from. This is just you knowing your audience. And you can do this with ChatGPT. You can talk to your existing clients, to your old clients, to your new clients, to people on Reddit, read Reddit. There's so many ways you can discover what your people wants. You can check your competitors' testimonials and interviews. Just go and research. And then you say, okay, but I believe. And this is all the limiting beliefs that are keeping your audience away from buying your offer. Okay, and then you list everything out. And that's how you know how to talk to your audience in a way that resonates with them and that builds trust, that makes them feel heard without you even hearing them. You don't know them, but you know them. And now the second step is to pick a platform. Most of you waste time posting on platforms where your audience doesn't spend time. You're selling to 40-year-old entrepreneurs and you post on TikTok. TikTok? Do you know that kids are only there? Mostly kids. So the worst thing you can do is post on TikTok, and then you wonder why no one is buying your product and feel insecure, like your lack of experience is the problem. But all you have to do is target the one right platform and master it. LinkedIn and Twitter, if you like writing, I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend LinkedIn. I will tell you why. And YouTube and Instagram if you're good at speaking video format. Here's a secret. LinkedIn is pushing videos more right now than usual. It's testing a new algorithm system. Abuse it. I got 4 million views with one video on LinkedIn. And I'm a huge proponent of videos. I wouldn't recommend Twitter because it is 10 times better to post videos than text posts. You're hijacking both the eyesight and hearing. You're transferring your energy. I'm transferring my energy to you right now by you watching this video. With text, people are only reading it. So there's less influence on the people who are consuming your content. So my recommendation is for everyone to attack YouTube and Instagram. If you're only starting out, start with YouTube. So the first method was organic content. But there is a problem with organic content. After 5 years of content creation, I realized that if you only rely on organic content, you can't predictably generate clients because you're depending on the algorithm to target your ICP. But there is a way you can become the algorithm and determine who you target. This way, generating clients becomes predictable and effortless. You combine ads with organic content, but in a way where organic and ads are not working separately, but build on each other. Instead of posting content that depends on the platform's algorithm, you're in full control of who is going to see your content. For example, if you can tell Meta Ads algorithm to show your video ad only to male CEOs, let's say you're a leadership coach, you're in full control. But the reason why for most people investing in ads feels like a gamble is because you're showing up in front of a total stranger without any trust built, and people buy from people they trust. But with organic content, it's way easier to present yourself as a trustworthy authority. So most ads fail because they don't have the right content that converts first. Now here's a strategy you can use to combine organic and ads to generate leads predictably. Now, I don't use complex funnels. I use cycles. Cycles are way more straightforward and simpler. So there are only 4 steps in cycles. Number 1 is you create an attention ad system. You use Meta Ads to generate the right eyeballs by controlling who you target, by telling the Meta Ads who your ICP is. Then you use that attention to turn them into a lead or a follower, or you immediately book a call with them. Most of people aren't ready to buy right now. They don't want to buy from a stranger. That's when the second step kicks in. So for the people who are ready to buy now, pitch them, book them. And the ones who aren't ready to buy now, just turn them into a lead or a follower. And then you nurture them with a step 2, which is education content system. And you kind of want to position yourself as an authority and create a relationship, which is student-sensei relationship. When they become your disciple, they're subconsciously starting to view you as a teacher, as a sensei. And then they lower their guard down and they start trusting you. And then you pitch them an offer through your content and through your ads. So the third step is to use conversion offer system to pitch them an offer. And then when they become your client, the fourth step is really important. Most entrepreneurs use testimonials like these, which are not that effective, but rather you should interview your clients and then post it on YouTube. Now, I have a specific strategy, a success recycle formula that I give my clients in order to squeeze out all the results that they got from their client and repurpose that as a very good testimonial that converts very well in, here we go, back to the step one, to the attention ad system and also education system. So you're constantly with cycles, you're constantly recycling your success and you're pushing them from first step, the second, the third, the fourth step, they become your client, and then you leverage their success and post it in your ads and your content to boost your conversions. But the crucial step that most people do wrong is they don't know how to create a high converting offer. So go to this video to learn how to create offers that people cannot say no to.